Prithatera Bamariji Myatma, Tamalo Bamalu Mutare Tinangada, the Chuti, the Pari, the Pure, and through Nalea and English Shimpiava, they don't have about it. Now, Kaṭhina John and English and Shimpiam. Mara, good detail, tiny to the Alu and Pama, English Matatu Yama Power. Pamalu don't have Hosea, Lumen Matim Hala. For the benefit of those who do not understand Burmese, I will explain today's ceremony very briefly. Today's ceremony has to do with offering robes. But this offering robes is not ordinary offering. It is, we can say, extraordinary offering of robes. It is extraordinary not because robes are made in a special way, but after receiving the robes, the Sangha, the community of monks, has to perform a formal Sangha act to carry out this ceremony. In fact, the Kathina ceremony is performed by the members of Sangha and not by lay people. Popularly, lay people say, we are going to do Kathina ceremony. But Kathina ceremony is actually done by monks and not by lay people. Lay people offer robes to monks or to the community so that the community can perform this ceremony. And Kathina robes can be offered only during 1 month after the rainy season retreats. So from the first day after the full moon of October to the full moon of November. So during this 1 month, Kathina robes can be offered to Sanghas in a monastery only once. That is why it is called the extraordinary, or it is a rare opportunity to offer Kathina robes to monks, because you can offer to Sangha in one monastery only once in a year, and that also during 1 month following the end of the rainy season retreat. And the Kathina robes, or the offering of Kathina robes, is different from all other offering of Kathina robes or of all other offerings or giving, because the giving of Kathina robes can give 5 benefits to the recipient Sangha or to the recipient members of the Sangha. No other offering, no other gift, however great it may be, can help monks to get such benefits. And these 5 benefits, I'll have to be brief, are temporary freedom from 4 rules for monks. And the 5th is the right to distribute robes offered to the Sangha among themselves only. I'll explain it a little. Now, I'm not going to tell about the four precepts or 4 rules. So temporarily, that means for 5 months, monks get free from the 4 rules of, we call Vinaya, 4 rules of Vinaya. And the 5th is the right to distribute robes offered to the Sangha today and later among those monks who perform Kathina only, and not with other monks if they don't want to. Suppose there are today 3 monks here, so they observe rainy season retreat here, and they enter the rainy season retreat successfully, and now they are going to perform the Kathina ceremony. So there may be robes offered to the Sangha of this monastery, not to an individual monk, but to the whole community of monks. So when they get these robes, we call it Sangika robes, then, And when it is a time to distribute these robes, if there are monks from other monasteries like us here, then under normal conditions, we are also entitled to get a share of these robes. But now, the monks in this monastery are going to perform the Kathina ceremony, and so later on, until March, 5 months, they have the right to take robes for themselves and not to distribute to monks who came from other monasteries or who came to this monastery after the completion of the rainy season retreat. So this is a privilege the monks get from the performance of Kathina ceremony. So this Kathina ceremony, or in our language we call spreading the Kathina robes, give the 5 benefits which no other kind of offering can give to monks. Now, there is a procedure in performing this ceremony. So I want to tell you about this. The first thing is lay people, actually monks can also offer robe community to perform Kathina ceremony. So first, the robes or the cloth for making into robes is offered. That is number 1. So Sangha or whatever monks accepting the robes, that is 1. And then the Sangha must choose a monk to accept Kathina robe and to perform Kathina ceremony. So select 1 monk from among, say, how many monks here? 3 monks. If there are 10 monks, then from among 10 monks. And then Sangha must give that particular robe to that monk by an formal act of Sangha, by reading what we call Kamavaja. And then, after that, the monk who is going to perform the Kathina ceremony must relinquish his former robe. And then he must put a mark on the new robe. So just a dot at the corner of the robe. That is what monks must do when they get a new robe. That is to have a mark on the robe, so that if it is mixed with other person's clothes, then we can easily identify. And then he must perform the Kathina ceremony. And then he must ask other monks to say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say to rejoice at this lawful performance of the Kathina ceremony. So this procedure has to be followed. So later on, you will see that monks will go to the Sima up there, and then select a monk and give the robe to the monk selected, and then he will perform Kathina ceremony. So when the other monks in this monastery also say, we are glad about this lawful Kathina ceremony, then they also will get the 5 benefits from the Kathina. So this is the gist of what Kathina ceremony is. So Kathina, offering of Kathina robes is different from offering of other kinds of robes or other kinds of requisites, such like food, medicine, and lodging. And since it can give 5 special benefits to those who perform the Kathina ceremony, the donors also get the similar benefits, similar advantages from the act of giving Kathina robes to the Sangha. There are many benefits to be obtained from the offering of Kathina robes, such like beauty, happiness, and freedom and security in mood. So when you travel, you will be secure. You won't get into trouble and something like that, and you will have plenty of food and clothing and all these benefits. So these benefits you will get as the result of offering Kathina robes today. But Buddha said the main aim in doing any meritorious deed must be the attainment of Nibbana, the attainment of cessation of suffering. And so when you do meritorious deed, it is good not to think of these benefits, but direct your mind right to the attainment of nibbana, the attainment of cessation of suffering or freedom from all suffering. Because these benefits will come whether you aspire for them or not. These are the benefits that will come by themselves. But if you aspire for these benefits only, then you will get these benefits. But this kind of dana, this kind of meritorious deed, will not directly lead to the attainment of nibbana. So we are taught to aspire for nibbana whenever we do something, some meritorious deed, like giving or taking precepts or even practice of meditation. So the main aim should be the attainment of the cessation of suffering or the attainment of nibbana. That is the main thing. Since it has to do with giving, today's ceremony, I want to read a sutta taught by the Buddha about with regard to giving, and it is very useful when you know something about giving and how you can practice giving without much expense. Some people think that they have to spend a lot to practice giving, to practice dana, but I want you to listen to this sutta. Once Vacchagotta the wanderer came to see the Blessed One and spoke to him thus: I have heard it said, Master Gautama, that the recluse Gautama speaks thus: only to me should gifts be given and not to others, only to my disciples and not to those of others. Only what is given to me brings a great fruit and not what is given to others. Only what is given to my disciples brings a great fruit and not what is given to those of others. This is what the wanderer had heard. Now, Master Gautama, to those who say so, report Master Gautama's actual words and do not misrepresent him. Do they declare this in accordance with your teachings, and will their assertion give no grounds for reproach? We certainly do not wish to misrepresent Master Gautama. And Buddha said, those who have said so, Vaccha, have not reported my words correctly, but misrepresent me. Their declarations do not accord with my teachings, and their false assertion will certainly give cause. So Buddha did not say that you are to make gifts only to me and not to others. Buddha never said that. He who prevents another from giving alms causes obstruction and impediment to three. He causes obstruction to the meritorious act of the donor. He causes actually danger to the meritorious act of the one who gives. He obstructs the recipient in getting the gift. And prior to that, he who dissuades undermines and harms his own character. Because if you prevent someone from doing something good, some meritorious deed, the first thing is you acquire unwholesome karma, bad karma, your bad results. So three things. Those who prevent another from giving cause obstruction and impediment to three. Obstruction to the meritorious act of the donor and obstruction to the recipient in getting the gift. If you say, don't give to monks, then we will not get anything. And prior to that, he undermines and harms his own character. And Buddha continued, but what I actually teach, O Vaccha, is this. Even if one throws away the rinsings from pot or cup into a village pool or pond, wishing that the living beings therein may feed on it, even this would be a source of merit for him, to say nothing of giving a gift to human being. You have been throwing away things from the kitchen, right? How many of you throw away things with this kind of thinking? May the insects or may birds or may the animals eat this. So this is also dana, Buddha said. So even when you throw away the rinsings of cups and saucers and bowls, you can do dana. It's not so easy to practice that kind of dana in this country. You cannot throw away from the kitchen, right? There are health laws or whatever. But still you can feed birds and all. You feed your pets and you feed birds, and these are all acts of dana. So dana can be performed, or dana, you can do dana if you know how to do it, and you don't have to spend much to practice dana. Actually, throwing away rinsing from pot and pans don't cost you anything at all. But if you have this kind of thinking, this kind of understanding, then you acquire dana even when you throw away these things. I do declare, however, that offerings made to the perfectly virtuous being virtuous bring rich fruit and not so much immoral. Now Buddha said, you can do dana to anybody, right? But if you want your dana to bring rich fruit, rich results, then you have to make offerings to the perfectly virtuous persons, those whose moral conduct is pure, those who have no mental defilements in their minds, no greed, no hatred, no delusion, no pride, no jealousy, and so on. So he has abandoned 5 qualities and possesses another 5 qualities. The first 5 qualities are bad qualities. I don't know whether I can call them qualities because they are bad. Can we call them qualities? Bad qualities. Because normally I understand quality to be a good one, a good thing, right? So the 5 bad qualities are sense desire, hate, sloth and torpor, restlessness and scruples, that is remorse, and skeptical doubt. These 5 things, these are called mental hindrances. Those who have eradicated these 5 mental hindrances are very pure in their mind. They are actually arahants. So offering to arahants bring rich results, because arahants are like soil which is rich. So when you sow a seed in the rich soil, then you get plants, the rich growth of plants and trees. So when you have to sow a seed, then you will choose the soil which is rich in fertility, right? You will not just throw it away. So in the same way, if you are wise and if you want your dana to bring rich results, then you have to be selective. You have to offer to those who have abandoned these 5 bad qualities, or who have abandoned mental defilements altogether. And the other 5 qualities such persons possess, they are virtue of one perfect in training. That means the virtue, the sila, the concentration, wisdom, liberation, and the knowledge and vision of one perfect in training. These 5 he possesses. That means that person is enlightened. He has already gained enlightenment. So offering to persons who have gained enlightenment bring rich results. So Buddha said only this. So if you want your dana to bring rich results, then you have to do dana to a person whose mind is pure from the defilements of mind, whose mind is like soil which is rich. What is given to one who has abandoned these 5 qualities and possesses these 5, this I declare brings rich fruit. So Buddha did not say, give it to me, make gifts to me only and not to others. He said you can do dana to anybody, even animals, even to insects you can do dana. So dana is not difficult to do if you know how to do. And you don't have to spend much to practice dana. And you can practice dana every day, offering water to the Buddha, flowers to the Buddha, incense to the Buddha, lights to the Buddha. These are all dana. And when you throw away the scrapings of your the kitchen, then give it to animals or insects or whatever, so that they can eat and you get dana. So dana is not difficult to do if you know how to do it. And in this sutta, Buddha said, even the throwing away of rinsings from the pot and cup into a village pool or pond is a source of merit for him. Actually, it is merit for him. Not only the source of merit, it is itself a merit for him. And meritorious deed always bring good results. They never bring bad results. So this is about giving taught by the Buddha. There's another sutta, but I think I must stop here. So today's offering of robes is one form of dana or giving, and it is a rare chance of Kathina robes because you can offer only once to one monastery 1 year. 1 year means just 1 month of the year. So today you have offered the Kathina robes so that the Sangha residing in this monastery could perform the Kathina ceremony. I don't think I need to repeat it in Burmese, right? Now water pouring ceremony, and this is just formal dedication of merit. And with regard to water pouring ceremony, I want to say something. I will say it in Burmese. Hala. Oh, yize chare so hali nene pyo pya jin da lu de ho aman akan ti se jin no tachou ka pyo da shi de yize cha bo mlo ba hu yize cha da pu ba be so ro yize ba cha de lu de le shi de no tachou ka le ba lo le yize cha ma a lu myauk de yize ma cha ya a lu ma myauk fu lo di lo le be a yu sa shi de lu de shi de no naku salo ma hou hala yize cha ma a lu myauk da ma hou bu no yize ma cha do le be lu da be da mo yize ma cha bi me lo lu yin a lu myauk da be da na le tha da phin ba jaung yize cha ni ja da le a po lou la so do yize cha de phin no ku tu pu ya ku tu pu pi ro bwa de yize cha de so da ha lu da ye su taung da ye a mya wi da ye di tong kuလူတွေအနေနဲ့ဆူမတောင်းတတ်တာလည်းရှိတတ်တယ်ဆိုတော့မြတ်စွာဘုရားညွှန်ကြားထားတာကခုနပြောတယ်ကောင်းမှုကုသိုလ်ပြုရင်မင်းတို့တန်ត្រာမလွတ်မြောက်ရနိဗ္ဗာန်ကိုဆူတောင်းကြလို့ပြောတယ်တချို့လူတွေကဒါတွေဒီပြောလို့စိတ်ဝင်စားဘူးနော်လူချမ်းသာနတ်ချမ်းသာလေးပဲလိုချင်တယ်လို့ဒီလိုလူတွေလည်းရှိချင်ရှိမယ်မရှိချင်ရှိမှုရှိကိုရှိဘူးလေနော်ဗမာပြည်မှာတက္ကကြီးတယောက်ကကြောင်းလှူတယ်တဲ့ကြောင်းလှူတော့ဘုန်းကြီးကပြောပြတယ်တက္ကကြီးကြောင်းလှူတာနိဗ္ဗာန်ကိုဆူတောင်းဒီတော့ဆူမတောင်းကြဘူးဆိုတဲ့နိဗ္ဗာန်လူချမ်းသာနတ်ချမ်းသာရရင်တော်ပြီပေါ့အဲ့လိုရှိတယ်ဟုတ်လားအဲ့တော့အမှန်ကန်တဲ့ကတော့လူချမ်းသာနတ်ချမ်းသာဆိုတာတာမင်ညကြည့်ရင်သာချမ်းသာတာကိုတကယ်ကတော့ဆင်းရဲပဲအပြည့်ရှိတာပဲဟုတ်တယ်မလားလူချမ်းသာဆိုလဲအကြာကြီးတည်နေတာမဟုတ်တော့ကြက်တော့ပျောက်သွားတာပဲနတ်ချမ်းသာလည်းပဲဒီတိုင်းပဲတနေ့ကျနတ်တွေလည်းသေရတာပဲအဲ့ဒါကြောင့်မို့လူချမ်းသာနတ်ချမ်းသာကိုတောင်းတရင်ဆင်းရဲကိုတောင်းတတာနဲ့အတူတူပဲတန်ត្រာဆင်းရဲတောင်းတတာနဲ့နော်ဒါကြောင့်မို့ဆူမတောင်းတမှာဆိုတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မို့ဘုန်းကြီးများကဆူတောင်းတအောင်သင်ကြားပေးတဲ့အနေနဲ့ရေးစက်ချတဲ့အခါဆိုပေးတယ်ဟုတ်လားပြီးတော့ရေးစက်ချတဲ့အခါမှာအမျှဝေတယ်အမျှဝေတာဒီပင်လျင်ကုနော်အဲ့တော့ရေးစက်မချဘူးဆိုရင်အဲ့ဒီပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ကအမျှဝေရမှန်းလည်းမသိတဲ့လူဆိုရင်သူအမျှဝေတဲ့ကုသိုလ်ရော့မတော့ပြီဘူးလားနော်တကယ်နားလေတဲ့ဆိုပါတော့ဟုတ်လားဒါတွေအကုန်လုံးလုပ်ရမယ်ဆိုတော့လဲနားလေတဲ့လုံးမဲ့လူဖို့မှာဒီလိုရေးစက်မချလဲရေးမကြည့်ပါဘူးနော်ဘုန်းကြီးများလှူးနေတာပဲဘုန်းကြီးလှူတဲ့ခါကျဘုန်းကြီးရေးစက်ချတာများမြင်ဘူးလားသူများကဘုန်းကြီးကချပြီးတော့သူ့ဘာသိတော့ချပြီနော်အေးဒါကြောင့်မို့တကယ်နားလည်ပြီးတော့ဒီခုလိုရေစက်ခွက်ကင်ပြီးရေလောင်းတာမလုပ်ပြီးမယ်ခုနပြောသလိုလှူတာရဲ့ဆူတောင်းတာရဲ့အမျှဝေတာရဲ့လုံမယ်ဆိုရင်မှန်တယ်ဒီလိုရေစက်ချတာဟာမလိုဘူးပဲဆိုကြပါစို့နော်ဒါမှမဟုတ်လူတိုင်းအဲ့လိုအသိဉာဏ်ရှိကြရလားမရှိဘူးတချို့တွေကတော့လှူတာဘယ်လိုလုပ်ရမလဲဘာလုပ်ရမလဲဆိုတော့မသိတော့ဘုန်းကြီးများကညွှန်ကြားပေးရတယ်ဟုတ်ကလားအေးဒါကြောင့်မို့ရေးစက်ချလုပ်တယ်ဆိုတာဟာကုသိုလ်ပိုးရတယ်ဒါမှတ်တာနော်ရေးစက်ချလုပ်တဲ့ဖြင့်နောက်ဆုံးဒီလိုစဉ်းစားရမယ်ဒီလိုရေးစက်ချလုပ်တဲ့ဖြင့်ငါတို့အပြစ်ဖြစ်သလားအကုသိုလ်ဖြစ်သလားဘယ်နဲ့တော့အကုသိုလ်မဖြစ်ဘူးမလားနော်ဒီလိုရေးစက်ချတဲ့ဖြင့်ကုသိုလ်ပဲရတယ်မဟုတ်ဘူးခုနပြောသလိုအမျှဝေတယ်ဆိုတာဒါနတစ်ခုပဲနော်ပတ္တိဒါနပတ္တနုမောဒနာဆိုတာပုံညကရိယာဝတ္ထု10ပါးထဲမှာပါတယ်ဟုတ်လားအဲ့ဒီတော့ကုသိုလ်ရတယ်ဒါကြောင့်မို့အခွင့်အခါကြုံတယ်အချိန်ရှိတယ်ဆိုရင်ရေစက်ချကိုလုပ်ပါနော်အချိန်မရှိဘူးဘာမအားဘူးဘာဘူးဖြစ်နေမယ်ဒီလိုရေစက်မချသည့်တိုင်အောင်နော်ဗါလဲဆူတောင်းတာနဲ့အမျှဝေတာကိုတော့လှုပ်ဖြစ်အောင်လုပ်ပါဒါရေစက်ချနဲ့အတူတူပါနားလည်ပြီလားအေးဒါကြောင့်မို့သူများရေစက်ချရင်အဲ့ဒါကဲ့ရတဲ့စိတ်နဲ့မကြည့်ကြနဲ့နော်ဒါကြောင့်ဒါကအပူတွေလှုပ်နေတာပါပဲလို့ဒါအပူတော့မဟုတ်ဘူးအပူတော့ရတယ်ဟုတ်လားသို့တော့ဟိုဘက်အစွန်းလည်းရောက်မသွားရဘူးနော်ရေစက်မချတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မို့အလူမမြောက်ဘူးလို့လည်းအစွန်းရောက်မသွားစေနဲ့တချို့ចောင်းဆောက်သွားပြီဆိုတော့ចောင်းဆောက်တယ်ဟုတ်လားဟိုပြောပြစီရလေចောင်းဆောက်ပြီးတော့ရေစက်မချခင်သေသွားတယ်ចောင်းတကအော်သူခင်ဗျာတနာပါလေနော်ရေစက်မချခင်သေသွားတယ်မလှူလဲရဘူးဘယ်ဟုတ်လိမ့်မလို့သူဆောက်သူပိုက်ဆံအကုန်ခံဆောက်ပြီးတော့ចောင်းကြီးပြီးတဲ့က သူလှူပြီးသားပဲဟုတ်တယ်မလား formal dedication မလုပ်တာပဲရှိတယ်နော်ဒါကြောင့်မို့ရေစက်ချမှအလှူမြောက်တာမဟုတ်ဘူးဒါလည်းနားလည်ထားရမယ်ရေစက်ချတဲ့ဖြင့်ကုသိုလ်ပိုးရတယ်ဒါကြောင့်မို့အခွင့်သာရင်ရေစက်ချကိုပြုလုပ်ကြဟုတ်ပြီလားဒါနားလည်စေချင်တကယ်ကိုဒီသဘောတရားကိုနားလည်ပြီးတော့ဒီရေလောင်းတာမလုပ်ပေမဲ့လို့ကိုယ့်ဟာကိုဒီသုံးခုလှုပ်သွားရင်လည်းပဲဒါပြီးတာအဲကိုရေစက်ချမယ်ဒါအစဉ်အလာရှေးဆရာတော်ကြီးဒီစီစဉ်ထားခဲ့တဲ့အစဉ်အလာဟုတ်ကလားဒါကြောင့်မို့ဒီအစဉ်အလာအကုသိုလ်ရမယ်အစဉ်အလာမျိုးလည်းမဟုတ်ဘူးနော်ကုသိုလ်ပိုးရမယ်အစဉ်အလာဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မို့ဒီအစဉ်အလာကိုပဲလိုက်ပြီးတော့ဒီနေ့လည်းရေစက်ချမယ်နောက်လည်းပဲရေစက်ချသွားကြမယ်ဟုတ်လားခိုင်ကောင်းပြီအားလုံးလိုက်ဆိုကြအရှင်ဘုရားတပည့်တော်တို့သည်မြတ်စွာဘုရားဤသာသနာတော်ကြီးအတွန့်ရှိစွာတည်ပါစေခြင်းအကျိုးငှာကံဤအကျိုးကိုယုံကြည်လျက်ဝမ်းမြောက်ဝမ်းသာညီညာစုပေါင်း၍ကထိန်ခင်းစိန်သောငှာကထိန်သင်္ကန်းကိုကတ်လှူပါကုန်၏ပူဇော်ပါကုန်၏တပည့်တော်တို့လူတန်းအပ်သောသင်္ကန်းဖြင့်ကထိန်မြောက်အောင်ခင်းတော်မူကြပါအရှင်ဘုရားဤကထိန်သင်္ကန်းကတ်လှူပွဲကိုအကြောင်းပြု၍ပင်ဖိတ်သဖြင့်ကြွားရောက်လာသောတန်ဃာတော်အရှင်မြတ်တို့အားနာနဲ့အခါ၌မွန်မြတ်သောဆွမ်းကဲပွယ်ပေါ်စဉ်ချူချင်ရတာအဖျားဖျားတို့ကိုလူတန်းပါကုန်၏ဆက်ကပ်ပါကုန်၏တန်ဃာတော်အရှင်မြတ်တို့၏အထံ၌သုံးပါသောကိုးကွယ်ခြင်းနှင့်တကွအင်္ဂါ၅ပါးနှင့်ပြည့်စုံသောသီလတော်မြတ်တို့ကိုခံယူစောင့်တည်ကျင့်သုံးပြီး၍တန်ဃာတော်အရှင်မြတ်တို့ကထိန်ခင်းစိန်သောငါတပည့်တော်တို့အသီးတတ်နိုင်သမျှကထိန်သင်္ကန်းတို့ကိုလူတန်းပါကုန်၏ထိုမှတပါအခြားသောလူပွဲဝတ္ထုတို့ကိုလည်းလူတန်းပါကုန်၏တန်ဃာတော်အရှင်မြတ်သည်ဟောကြားအပ်သောတရားတော်ကိုလည်းရိုသေးသေးနာယူပါကုန်၏အရှင်ဘုရားတပည့်တော်တို့ညီညာပေါင်းစု၍ပြုအပ်သောကထိန်အလှူကုသိုလ်စေတနာသည်အာတဝတ္တရားလေးပါးတို့၏ကင်းရာကုံရာဖြစ်သောအရဟတမေအရဟတဖို့နိဗ္ဗာန်သို့မရောက်အောင်ပို့ဆောင်ပါစေတည်းဒုက္ခခတ်သိမ်းချုပ်ငြိမ်းရာနိဗ္ဗာန်ကိုမျက်မှောက်ပြုရခြင်း၏အာကြီးသောအကြောင်းအထောက်အပံ့သည်ဖြစ်ပါစေတည်းဤကောင်းမှုကုသိုလ်ဤအဖို့ကိုမိခင်ဖခင်ကျေးဇူးရှင်တို့အား၎င်းဆရာသမားတို့အား၎င်းကိုဆောင်နှတ်ကိုအစထား၍ကျောင်းဆောင်နှတ်အိမ်ဆောင်နှတ်မြို့ဆောင်နှတ်ရွာဆောင်နှတ်တောဆောင်နှတ်တောင်ဆောင်နှတ်သာသနာတော်ဆောင်နှတ်လောကဆောင်နှတ်တရားမင်းယမမင်းအစရှိသောနတ်အပေါင်းတို့အား၎င်းအပယ်လေးပုံသားတို့အား၎င်းထိုမှတပါကျွင်းကြံကုန်သော32ပုံ၌ကျင်လေကုန်သောတတ္တဝါတို့အား၎င်းတပည့်တော်တို့နှင့်ထပ်တူထပ်မြရကြပါစေရန်အမြပေးဝေပါကုန်၏ဆိုအပ်ခဲ့ပြီးသောတတ္တဝါတို့သည်အမြရကြ၍ချမ်းသာကြပါစေကုန်သောခံမြဝေ
ကိုယ်တော်အမြပြုတော်မူကြပါကုန်သော